So today we're going to have a quick look at the planar tracker. What I want to do is have a clip on my timeline here. I'm going to change this guy's logo, and we also have another clip. And what we're going to do is change this board, put some wording in there, and use the planar tracker so that it stays pinned as the one is moving around. So the first thing we're going to do is jump over to the Fusion page and then add in our planar tracker. And we've got the planar tracker there. Just going to add some points. So now we've got the planar tracker there. Let's just find somewhere that we've got a good view. So, and about 90. And then we're just going to draw in very simply some points, close them up. Then we're going to just keep the operation as track. Then we have a referenced frame, reference time as it says here. We're going to set that. Then we have the motion types. Perspective is the most intensive, and translation is the least intensive processing. So let's just keep this as a translation with some rotation. It's not moving around much in the clip. And then we're going to use this track to end. There we go. And we've got some points added on there. We're going to go back to where we started from. And then we're going to track to the beginning. Now we've got some tracks. I want to change this mode to corner pin. Just into here. It's quite good. Okay, so with our planar tracker, done our corner pin. Now what we're going to do is bring in another clip, attach that, quite simply it's now replaced the logo on the back of this guy's t-shirt with a video. You could of course put anything else you want on there. That's how quick and easy that one is. And the second one, what we're going to do is track the sign. But first what we're going to do is mask that out. Our edit page. Select those two. Create new Fusion clip. Okay, so we've now got our media room 1. It's a blur here. So we have our little view. Let's add our planar tracker. And then what we're going to do is draw on here somewhere that we've got a decent picture. Okay. So again, we're going to track to the end. And I'll track forward and backwards. And what we're going to do is create our planar transform. Going to bring in text plus. And we have our planar transform. And we're going to merge that back in. You can see it starts to move around. A bit of tidying up. Let's get rid of our planar tracker because everything we need to know is inside our planar transform. Text, we can move that around as normal. Also then copy that. Paste that. Bring in another text. Bring that in. There we go. So with this one, we've got our two media in, one with mask, one without. We did our transform here, brought in our text, copied it, brought in another text, merged that in, and then we have our media out. So you can see you can copy many times this planar transform. That contains all of the information about the tracker that we set up initially. I hope someone found this useful.